Another one. So I've been seeing a lot of disturbing things on social media with Blueface and with Chrisean, and it seems to be acceptable behavior. I'm not trying to get too far off of the topic that we're here to listen and see. However, I did see a short video of a story that was told by Blueface of why he allowed Chrisean Rock to put hands on his mother, put paws on her. And I mean, it seemed to me that there were bodyguards. It seemed like there was a man on the ground knocked out. I don't know who that man was, but he was sleeping. And Chrisean Rock was going off on his mother. It was over the most foolish incident to begin with. Um, but yet and still, we can't lose the focus that that is still Blueface's mother. But not getting too far off a topic, I didn't really want to mention it because it disgusts me so bad. Because see, when I was young and I had my son, I was 16 going on 17. I thought some of the things that he said and did because he heard me say it was funny. But see, what we don't realize is when they get around others and they embarrass you from the behaviors that they see displayed by you, because kids are like sponges. And then what we also don't realize is these little cute kids that see bad behavior grow up to be adults. And then they start trying to put the paws and disrespect you and giving you the finger and so forth and so on. And now it's not funny. Now they're out of control. You got to be in court every 3 to 4 months because the cops are arresting them for foolishness. This is all starts when they're young. If you don't nip it in the bud, they will be controlling and whooping on you and trying to control the system where we know it's easy to get in trouble, but it's hard to get out. And let me just tell you this, once you get in trouble, the person that you've been disrespecting all the many years, which 9 times out of 10 are your parents, before you get to the girlfriend and boyfriend stage and you start disrespecting your relationships, you disrespect them, but those are the same people that you call on. But to make a long story short, oh, I'm just so mad. Blueface and Jada were in a furniture store. They have purchased a house, and the fresh little boy of his, which is a split image of Blueface, flipped off the bird. All right, the middle finger, and he also said a cuss word, and they thought it was cute. It was a fake, but they've heard it and saw it before. They just didn't think that he would probably do it in public, but he does it behind closed doors. But see, now it's an embarrassment to them because now he's doing it in public, embarrassing them. It's cute when he's doing it behind closed doors. To me, that was the unthinkable. And for him not to get disciplined, I don't mean get disciplined to the point where CPS is now knocking at your door because you're putting your paws on a little boy in a furniture store. But you should have reprimanded him with words, at least dealt with the situation when you got home, even if you don't believe in putting hands on anyone, which is respected. He should have had some type of punishment. And because it was done, you're a public figure. It wouldn't even have bothered me if you let us know that you handled that situation, because none of what you guys do on this public platform on social media is to be respected, and you don't respect the people that are watching it neither. You think it's funny. This is a circus to you, and you think that we're the clowns and part of your show, not knowing we put on our laptops and cell phones, and we're not laughing with you, Blueface, Chrisean, and Jaidyn, excuse me. We're laughing at you. when you think that you're laughing at us with um the gag reflex that you throw back at the audience with us seeing your little one flipping off the bird. And it's okay, he's doing it now, but when he goes to school doing it to the teacher, now you're going to be embarrassed. Now you're going to be in trouble. Now you're going to have to answer to somebody. It just is, when does this end? This cycle of self-destruction that's starting so young. He's seeing his father on a regular basis disrespect his mother, disrespect Chrisean, disrespect everyone in his circle, the ones that are his protectors, like maybe his bodyguards, security guards, whoever he has that protect people like a Blueface, okay? And he thinks it's funny. He literally did something in that furniture store, that kid did, that he thought was cute. He didn't worry about paws being put on him. Now, see, if I did something like that, or if you did something like that, you know who you are, whoever's listening to this video. What would have been done to us back in the day would be considered huh, the A word. And I'm going to keep it PG, because even saying that word, it can trigger things. And we would be thrown underneath the jail, or our parents would be thrown underneath the jail. Now these kids are getting away with anything. And the parents are just as worse than the kids. The kids got more sense than the parents do. Sooner or later, you're going to be seeing Blueface and his son. He'll be just as tall as him, if not taller. He'll be shooting the ones with his father, KOing him. Because he's learned at a young age that it's cool to do something like that in the furniture store. And you're being recorded. And the little kid knows that's going on social media. What doesn't that they record on them phones? Blueface and his mother. What doesn't go on social media that they record on that phone? This ain't the Grady Bunch. They're not taking video footage of him, the little boy in the furniture store, because they want to have like a collage or portfolio of family pictures that they can look back at all together with popcorn, maybe 10 Christmas from now when they have kids or whatever. And now he's a grandfather, and it's a generation thing. And now let's sit around and look at the family videos. No, that's not something that they'll sit around and watch. That's trash. You better hope that people forget that your son did that and that you raised him to be that way. You should be embarrassed, Blueface. And so should his mother. And I just want to speak on it because it's a thin line to how far people should really go up on here. I understand you want to stay popping in the algorithm. You want to be relevant. But that's not the way that you get relevant or get any kind of respect. And I hope you're listening to this, Blueface, because you ought to be ashamed of yourself. If you call that being a man or raising a man, then you really confirm to me just what I've been saying from day one. You're not a man. I'm not trying to say your mother was a bad mother, but she didn't raise no man. And that's why it made it that easy for you to let Chrisean put hands on your mother. Because she may have tried with you, but she didn't raise a man. And that's why it was acceptable for you to allow your son to do what he did yesterday. That was not cool.